Hello, now I'm going to the last job of the day.
Of what we've been through.
So yeah.
I trust the mission that we are sent on by the Inquisitor.
And after that,
but
come on.
I took all of the information on everyone's biology and genomes in case any of us get replaced or tampered with in the future. And I will be checking all of us
I will
every
be
time we
doing
return
this
from
last
a mission.
job, and then I can go home. And then tomorrow we will have the day off work because it's let's see. Hva heter skjærtorsdag på engelsk?
Jeg kan søke det opp på nettet når du er ferdig med å kjøre.
Fuck off. Hva heter skjærtorsdag på engelsk?
Jeg kan søke det opp på nettet når du er ferdig med å kjøre.
Hva heter skjærtorsdag på engelsk? Maundy Thursday. Maundy Thursday. Okay. That's a weird ass name.
I'm telling you this in confidence. Just that I want you both to be on alert.
Alert for what?
Exactly.
I see.
Our enemy have had thousands of years to hone their expertise in infiltration and spy warfare. I have some knowledge in these areas, but we don't know what we are walking into, is what I can tell you. Each of our missions will be what Valentine wants us to do to help the Imperium at large. But there is a rumbling underneath that has their sights on us, because we have now interrupted their machinations twice. I say this not to cause you both distress, but to know that there is more at play, and I wish you to both keep your eyes open.
Okay. So, you trust us?
I do.
And I suppose your expectation is that we trust you to know what information is safe to give to us and what isn't.
Yes. As your interrogator, and having been through much more than you both have, again, information can be dangerous. And if this falls into the wrong hands, it could be worse for us.
So what happens if someone gets to you?
Solomon, could you reiterate? Don't mind if I do. It's slightly more of a thoughtful fellow.
That'll be a 13.
13? It seems like a lot of doubt is being presented in this room.
That is true. That is true.
I don't know how that affects you or how that affects your intention in this scene. I just wanted to throw that into your brain as this conversation is happening.
No, I think Solomon is anytime there's like high level planning stuff, I think Solomon really knows his place as far as like, this is none of my business. I just do what I'm told. But this is obviously very disconcerting, and especially when it's so ambiguous. These aren't just orders. These are elevate your own personal paranoia to the point of like omnipresence.
Correct.
Nothing is safe except for me, but not unless something goes wrong. And then you know. So I think he likes like he's following what Damien's saying. Right? He's seeing the yes, but he's biding his time.
All right, then we'll let things continue. Solomon is biding his time.
The Emperor does not give us tasks that we cannot complete.
No, he does not.
And we cannot fail at this.
And I will not.
Nor will I.
Me neither.
Good.
Should we have like a code word that we know, because there's no one else here, it's just us? Should we establish some kind of secret society phrase or an
Yes,
action.
Solomon, what should it be?
Well, I showed Damien, and he and I came up with a sort of saying, SFU, Sanctus Fortis Unis, sanctified, fortified, unified.
Well, that's us, isn't it?
Yes. So we would know, if when we come back on the ship, we have our code word, we say it to one another, no one else would know it.
Damien, you know that it is written on Solomon's sword. Yes. I also thought coming up with a code name for the enemy.
That's okay.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
where we're at.
It is a secret. A secret wrote onto the blade of your fancy new favorite toy.
That is true. You're right, it's too obvious. We must come up with something more deceitful. I'm sorry, I'm not very good
Can
at
you
this.
roll me a history song?
Yes. This isn't my forte. I'm kind of an on your sleeve kind of guy. 14.
14. You did come up with a secret handshake.
The handshake.
The handshake. This was over 100 days ago.
Yes. I haven't. What? I haven't been to machines. But you remember,
Huh?
that and then he'll take your hand, your left hand, and he'll try and make
So at the body, remember?
yeah. And the
So
actual
it is a handshake, it shifts to the predator grip, and then it shifts to an awkward wave.
Yeah,
You
okay.
both make
Yeah. Oh, that.
Yes.
All right, it's a good way to test if we are ever apart and back together again. And as for a handshake, you need to do the secret handshake so we know it's you.
The secret handshake of the Inquisition.
And you can't say no. And he looks at
that's a big
Damien.
purpose.
And he's like, you can't. This is an ID badge of sorts.
Exactly.
Fine. I can do the handshake.
All right, now we can go see about our next mission. Unless you have questions, Damien.
Well, I don't know if this is a conversation or is this an interrogator disseminating information to Continents?
It can be both.
What did Valentine say about taking the judgment? Why did he do it?
I did not ask him that.
You didn't ask about the judge?
Didn't ask him.
That was like the one thing.
We love you, Dell.
Somewhere Guy Bradford's rolling in his grave.
He's dead.
He's dead. That's why he's not here. He's dead.
Damien, the information the Inquisitor gives me is also privy to the knowledge that I need. If he did that on purpose for a reason and did not tell me why, there is a
Well,
reason he did neither
it
of
seems
those
I
things, and it is
can go
not
home
me
instead because
to
the
ask
guy
after that.
was supposed to meet has already
Do you
left.
understand? There is a level
So
of trust between me and Inquisitor
yeah.
Valentine. I don't ask him those questions.
Well, maybe you should.
And maybe there is something to said for your lack of faith, Damien. Any other questions?
No. Only if I needed to know it. Solomon, do you have any questions? It's the first time we've heard Solomon object to anything anyone said.
That's a weird one. He's I think Solomon gives so much deference to Morgan on these high level things, but that's the first that might go in
The concern tracker, right? Put it on the concern tracker.
I think that's enough to be like that's a member of the team, and you had a conversation with the guy that took him away, and you didn't even like ask if he was okay. So
Yep.
that's like
Put it on the list.
This is such a great character thing because this is not even in my purview. This
Oh,
is
no, you
not
have no
even.
idea this has happened yet.
Yeah, this is just mental meds. So I think he looks disappointed. I think that's sort of just a natural. Like he's trying hard to understand the machinations of what it's like to be up here, and especially the Inquisition, which is so coded in hierarchy and subterfuge and all of these things that he doesn't understand, and I don't know if he'll ever be able to understand. He's so understand.
Well, I think it's a weird question. Doesn't want to.
Yeah,
But that may be the reason he came. He has no interest. But yeah, he's haunted by this for sure.
But he's a soldier. That's sort of his purpose. He's not meant to know all these things. So I think that when he blurts out the stuff about the judge, me, and then I think he kind of gathers himself when he listens to that conversation, and then he goes, Morgan, I think I don't always know where you're coming from, but I understand the idea of keeping focused, knowing only what you need to know, and keeping your mind small. So, and I think he'll put a hand on your shoulder and he goes, I trust you. I hope you trust us as much as we do you.
I do. I trust you both with my life and the mission, which is more important than my life.
I will take your word on that. Damien?
What choice do I have?
You don't. Morgan will leave.
Morgan exits the room first. Solomon, are you following? Are you bringing Damien? Is there anything you want to say to him before you follow?
I think he'll just look at Damien with sort of like a hey man.
I guess.
I don't know what we're supposed to do here.
Yep. And I want to just like shrug too, but like that's not Damien. He's great rocking.
Yeah.
You can't get anything out of him right now.
No.
Yeah.
Not Damien. No.
No.
Inscrutable?
No, he's got a case of the Mondays.
Yep.
Yeah. No, yeah, he's just not reciprocating anything right now.
I think Solomon naively would have expected to see some kind of flash of like, and then to see it go, okay, that's fine.
Things gonna wait for Solomon to leave.
Yeah, he'll leave before you.
Now Damon's in Morgan's quarters.
Correct.
That's an interesting question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just gonna look around. Not even moving his feet. He's just going to scan.
He would stay in the room for right now.
Great. He's hovering in the corner.
Yep.
Yep. And Damien will sit in your chair at your desk. And he'll just kind of put his hands on the desk and like just feel it. And look at your terminal. Or like sit back in the chair a little bit, just kind of feel the chair. And take in like just the tactile, physical senses of what it's like to be Valentine's favorite. And get up and leave.
And the space is organized, the space is clean, it is all there. But you instinctually can't help but notice she does not have a Ministorum Bible available, so technically she should be burned.
But that's not the world we live in anymore.
Yeah. So you go to the mess hall to find out what's going on.
Yep.
When you arrive, where's everybody sitting?
Morgan's
God
just
damn,
sitting
so
at a
much
table because
dust.
she's not the one doing the speech right now, so she's not sitting on her crate
Okay,
throne.
so you are sitting at the next to the judge's ass groove that he
Yes.
made with his armor on the
Perfect.
central bench.
Have Solomon just go to his normal spot.
Great. Damien?
He'll hang out in the doorframe.
And Avarice just stands in the middle of the room. He's not comfortable taking the throne either. He's just going to stand there, but he's hooked up a small hollow projector that he's put on the table in front of him as he's had more time to prepare for this than he has for previous briefings. Thank you all for coming. Our next mission is apparent. Do any of you know anything about the tower?
What is that?
Maybe Morgan? I feel like she's done more Xenos than she has done
Ooh, the
Space
towel.
Marines.
Roll me a history or an investigation.
17 investigation.
17 investigation. So, Morgan, you have read vaguely about the Tau. You know about them as a species. You fall under Order Hereticus, not Order Xenos, so you're
Correct.
not somebody who necessarily would have done any in-depth study, but you're aware of the Tau. They're an upstart alien species, high-tech, claiming to be a part of the greater good, the great propaganda machine. They seem to have been able to draw a certain amount of human loyalty out of the weak-willed in their areas, simply because they promise a better life and generally deliver, though people end up functionally slaves. They're just happier slaves. All right, David, no. Solomon, no? No idea. Okay.
Yes, the barest of understandings.
All right, so the Tau are somewhat of, shall we say, an upstart alien species. They are high-tech. They have none of the proper limitations, understanding that sentient machines are a crime against nature and will rise up against you eventually to destroy your species. So they engage heavily with technology. They are not warp-capable as a people trapped with sublight engines. They don't appear to have any understanding or experience with cycles or the warp themselves. They have a perverse obsession with the greater good. The way it's written, and this is like, there's a bunch of weird pronunciations, so we'll just decide our table versions of things. The greater good, the way they have it written, is TAU''VA. The Tau themselves are TAU according to the Imperium, but they're T''AU according to the Tau, which technically means the apostrophe is shifted between the name Tau and the way they describe the greater good, so it could be the Tauva or it could be the Tauva. Where do we feel on this?
I've heard Tau already, so why don't we just hold on to Tau?
Tau
Pronunciation.
Tauva. Stand on that. The greater good, or as they define it, the Tauva. It is a belief that all parts of society must move forwards. They're a caste-based alien species. The Earth caste are their artisans and technicians. The Air caste handle their flights, ships, naval combat, spaceships, etc. There is the Water caste, which are their diplomats and merchants, and there is the Fire caste, that are their warriors. They are ruled over by the Ethereal caste, as they are known, believed to be their leadership caste. Whether or not that involves some form of psychery, we don't know. Again, the species lacks that understanding, but that is the deal with them. They are somewhat of challenging cause. We tried to stop them out. Historically, a warp storm came in and we left them knowing that we'd come back, and when we came back they were somewhat less easily stopped. We'll take them out eventually, that's the Imperium's purpose, but they are quite bothersome. The challenge is, the Tau have made it to the world of Vorix. It is a lumberyard planet. Large swaths of forest cover the entire world. It was designed to be harvested and then allowed to regrow with a small mechanical outpost. We will supervise and make sure that there are not too many fires, as one might say, to make sure that the lumber is harvestable. Unfortunately, a large Tau fleet appeared over the planet. We do not know how. They do not have warp capability, and this is quite out of the way, but they appeared and then built a city for themselves on the surface. They have refused to leave. It is a threatening naval presence and required an equal number of ships to blockade this world. We can't figure out how they got there. No one knows what they want. And there are rumors that they are welcoming mercenaries as well as human auxiliaries that they refer to as the Guevesa, G-U-E''VESA, who are joining the greater good. The Imperial Navy requires its ships back. Apparently, we are to be a part of that operation. Now, our ship cannot take you directly to Vorix because, again, as I said, there is a large blockade that involves at least 5 Imperial capital ships opposite 5 capital ships of the Tau. I don't know the names of the Tau ships. I'm not going to learn that language. It's not required for our mission. But the 5 Imperial naval ships that are involved are the Emperor's Reckoning, the Enduring Spirit, Hope's Aegis, the Galactic Sentinel, and the Falconer. As you can imagine, 5 capital ships are more than enough to conquer most systems, and they have been stuck circling Vorix to balance out this Tau threat for some significant amount of time, limiting the Navy's capability there and elsewhere. To be able to get you to the planet, we do have a contact that we've been put in touch with. His name is Stevius Funkhauser. He is a galactic mercenary, and you'll be meeting him on the space station of Janus 2. We travel there now, meet Stevius, and assuming that you can get him on board, or he can find you to be most pleasant, then you can make your way towards Vorix. Apparently he knows the way to get onto the planet's surface. He's involved somehow in these back-alley shadow networks. He knows he's meeting a client. He does not know who. He does not even know necessarily what you want. We just know that he has the information that you need.
Yes, and we want to make contact with him and get him to take us to Vorix.
Correct.
All right.
Then find out why the Tau are there. Get them out.
A tall order, but we will do it in the name of the Emperor.
Of course.
The mission is specifically find out why and remove them.
I assumed finding out why was going to be a part of it. They just need to go. They need to return to their space and free up the naval assets that are currently blockading them. When they are gone, the Navy will be there. If this becomes a shooting war between the Imperium and the Tau, we could lose all capital ships.
So, how else do you remove Xenos if not by destroying it?
By sending in the Inquisition.
Alright, walked into that one, I suppose.
They must have got here somehow. We can't explain it. They don't have warp travel and they're not near any of their expansion spheres, as they say. This is not one of their expansion fleets. Despite this being a powerful naval presence, this is not one of their terraforming units. They did not bring enough support to create a full society. It's a single city on the world. There's blockade overhead. If you give them to leave, find out what they're looking for, give it to them, find out what they're looking for, prove it isn't there, change command, prove that it's unpleasant. I do.
Well, guys, I will see you later for some gaming. And, goodbye for now.